there's a module that increases Sophia's energy on this ship. Ribbit? I suddenly remembered the time I first rode Sophia 3rd in pursuit of Fred. Before I met Eve, it felt weird having an empty seat behind me in the cockpit. Oh, I get it now. A single person finding the mutants on their own would easily get lost in despair. The support droids must have been made for more than just technical support. Even having Fred here by my side makes me feel a little better. Ribbit? Actually, makes me feel a lot better. Welcome to part 4 of Blaster Master 02. Eve will be unconscious for a majority of this sequence, and Giant Robot. A security barrier? The mutants managed to take over the ship's defense systems. Sophia isn't equipped to take on a huge mutant like that. Might be better to keep my distance for now. We can't do anything to this giant robot yet, so we must run away while we can. It will try to whack at you with its arm pistons, in which case it could just jump over the arms and have it hit the barriers and take out the barriers and not hit you in the face, even though it might still hit you in the face because the hitbox is weird. The laser gates will vary in height and altitude. Sometimes you could just have the arm come at you and you could just simply jump over it and have the laser gate be broken that way. Other times you actually have to jump at the last second in order to get the arm to go where you need it to go. You can also shoot the arm to manipulate where it goes too. The commonplace enemies for L229 are turrets, as well as these ratioed enemies that bum rush you. The turret's gunshots will ricochet off walls and are generally a pain in the ass to deal with, especially if you're on foot. The tank does have the impact wave if you decide to go to one of the planetoids, and it is a great AoE attack for the Sophia. It will absolutely obliterate anything that is in the shockwave, and it is a goddamn huge shockwave too. It's a good weapon. It's particularly useful for an enemy later on, which will dodge every single one of your attacks unless you're super quick, or you just have the impact wave, because it won't dodge that. But here we got the electrical fences and the slugs, who are just so damn hard to shoot at for some reason. The electrical fences do regenerate, so don't dawdle, otherwise you might get stuck in them and lose your gun level, because that's fun. This room houses the map to the ship. L229 is one of the smaller main areas of the game, but it's supposed to be like that. It's basically the Nostromo from Alien. A spacious yet really confined ship. It may be easy to navigate, but goddamn is everything samey looking. Here's the map layout. Now the main boss is going to be in the bottom left portion, which I assume is the engine room or something. But in order to even get to the engine room, we have to go right in order to get an upgrade. The upgrade the boss on the right hand side of the map gives you is quite frankly one of the best sub-weapons in the whole entire series. You know how I was spamming the Spark Tackle ability in BMC1? Probably to the point where Eve just kept mentioning it. Well, it kind of makes a return in this game plus a million. It's not one for one the Spark Tackle, but it's better. Anyway, phase 2 of this support droid, which is called Defend Them All. I'm dead serious, that's the name of this thing. He's got a second attack, and he shoots at you with one of his pistol arms. The lasers will bounce off the walls, and there are definite safe zones where you can stand in order to avoid getting shot. Like right here. Or you could just stand like completely underneath where it ricochets in order to not get shot too. And yes, Eve is indeed a heavy sleeper. Even in the midst of all this gunfire and explosions and the robot arm just clanking against the wall, Eve is on the snooze cruise. You know, it's a good thing that Sophia has the option of one-man pilotage, because that would really suck if Jason had to just park the tank for 7 hours just for Eve to wake up. I don't even know if the G-SOPHIA has food on it. Maybe it does. It's probably one of those rations where it tastes like chicken or pork or something. Generic space mush. Or the food supply is solely toothpaste and ice cream. A balanced breakfast for blaster masters and blonde gynoids. That's even assuming Eve has a digestive tract to begin with. You know what? Is Eve even a robot anymore? I'm not sure. Like, what the hell, game? 03 is going to have a few choice things to say about that. And here we have more machine gun shenanigans and laser gates and random shit. Just use your hover in order to stay out of the path of the gunfire and the arms. And right here I'm just going to manipulate the arms in order to hit all the laser gates. And by doing that, you get the access key from Area A to Area D, which is going to be important for later on. And the character you meet in Area D, if you like edgy characters, you're going to have a blast with this guy. No pun intended. Or if you hate edgy characters, you'll probably want this guy to die in a fire. Yeah, he's a base-breaking character. People love him and people hate him. I honestly love him. He's awesome. But we won't be able to see him for a couple more parts, which bumps me out because I gave my best vocal performance to him. Oh well, we'll see him in part 7. These flamethrower things hurt, by the way, don't touch them. Ah, great, Defend Them All is back. He won't attack when the flame pillars are going off, but once you get to a laser gate, that's when he'll start to throw the arms out. There's one more set of laser gates we need to bypass in order to get to the next dungeon. But it meanders a bit because of the active flame pillars. I swear, you want to move on, but the fires just keep popping up right in front of you. Drive into this crawl space, it will keep you safe from the fires. Once the flames subside, shoot at the breakable walls slightly above you. Up next, we're going to recoil jump off the walls, where Jason will be met with more fiery death. You also got these turrets which are stuck inside the wall so they can't hit you. I don't know why they're placed there. Kinda strange if you ask me. God damn it. This is the universe's largest grill. Holy shit, man. And I thought Eve was the hottest thing in the room, but nope. L229 knocking on my door trying to burn me to death for some reason. The level just hates you. And here's where all bets are off. Not only are the flame pillars going, but the robot will start to actively attack you. Shoot at the arm in order to keep it at bay. Just wait for the robot's arm to come back. Use your hover. It's best to just tap the hover button as opposed to hold it down, otherwise you'll drain the SP way quicker if you hold it. A bunch of games with the hover mechanic will just encourage the player to tap the button as opposed to hold it down. What comes to my mind at the very moment is Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Jango Fett's jetpack in that game has like 3 seconds of flight time, but you can get more out of it if you tap the button. The concept's pretty much the same here. Unknown Cell 46 is... Why is this even a boss? Cell 46 is a collection of cores that you have to take down. They go down in one hit with your bombs, and they take a couple more shots with your wave shot. And it's stupidly easy too, because every time you destroy a core, they just drop more bombs. So in theory, you can't run out of grenades here. I guess they were trying to make a stealth reference to the original NES game where you did have infinite grenades, but I don't know, the boss is too easy. Just be careful of the green slime, that will hurt you if you make contact. The cells do shoot back occasionally, but they're really easy to avoid, and even then you could just blast counter, so there's no point. This boss is pathetically easy. This is probably the easiest fight in the whole entire game. It's that sad. But what you get out of this boss fight is worth it because it is one of the best power-ups in the whole entire series. And it's kind of like the Spark Tackle from the first game, like I mentioned earlier, except you can actually do more with it. It's going to help you get past the laser gates you couldn't before without having the stupid robot's arm destroy it. It is... Let me collect the bombs. The Burn Spark. Burn Spark. This is the part I was looking for. We can increase G-SOPHIA's energy output with this. That'll give Eve a steady supply of energy as well. It should be able to break through those security barriers too. I can't leave that behemoth free to rampage all over the place. Oh boy, the burn spark! We are going to run some things over brutally. I can't ignore a mutant with control over a huge weapon like that. Who knows what damage it could do. Now that we have burn spark, G-SOPHIA can take it on. I know it. The burn spark is your go-to tackle maneuver for BMZ2. What makes this different and better from the spark tackle from the first game is the fact that you can press the button repeatedly and you keep the momentum up. Mashing the circle button will keep the G-SOPHIA in its dash state, and as long as you are in the dash state, not only are you getting a massive boost in speed, but you are also invincible to all attacks. The Spark Tackle from BMC1, even though it's good in its own right, only allows for one consecutive dash regardless of inputs. I'm definitely going to need that health. At least the health is placed somewhere where you can actually get to it and get out of there safely without, taking damage or dying instantly. Fucking Ninja Turtles. That is one of those games that is really good, but it shits the bed as soon as you get to Technodrome. Because the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES, it's a good game, if a little flawed, but once you get to Technodrome and the final levels, then it starts to become the worst thing ever. Why do NES games do that? They have really fun main games and then the final parts are just bullshit hard. Ninja Gaiden did that, Ninja Turtles did it, Mega Man 3 did it in reverse, where the game got super easy when you got to the Wily stages. That was a really strange choice. Why were the Wily stages in Mega Man 3 super easy? The NES library is either super easy or super hard. There's no super medium game, unless we're talking about Contra, in which case that's a really perfect game in terms of difficulty, actually. One hit kills, but everything comes at you at a reasonable pace, and it doesn't really get hard until you loop the game, so there's that. The Castlevania games are bullshit hard at points. Bucky O'Hare is definitely, from what I've remembered, it bullshit hard at points. The Mega Man games fall on different ends of the spectrum because 1, 2, and 4 are the harder games in the series, and 3, 5, and 6 are piss easy. There's the boss mutant. I'll finish this right here. Eve, you're awake. Yeah, my energy supply seems to have stabilized. Wait a minute, a mutant? I'll analyze it right away. You just woke up, so take it easy a bit, okay? I'm fine, really. I've already caused you so much trouble. I want to fight together with you. Alright, I'll be counting on your support. Let's do this. Bring it on. Well, I can't really call it defend them all since there's nothing to defend. I think everybody on this ship is dead. So, defend them all is pretty easy, but you gotta watch out for the arms. Whenever the Metal Guardian has the shield up, use your burn spark in order to shut it down. The defend them all has a couple of different tricks up its sleeve. It will start to fire missiles into the air and have those rain down on you. Jump onto the platforms it spawns to get to its face, then use the burn spark in order to dispel the shield, and once that shield goes away, just go crazy on shooting the head. And then there's this nice stun animation with the robot falling over. I never got the purpose of it, but there's only a couple of hits anyway, so why not? Is this a dimensional tunnel access key? I guess that mutant had it. Hey Jason, it seems like a lot happened while I was sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't help you. Don't worry about it. We got the access key, no problem. And Sophia's energy production is better than ever. You've got nothing to apologize for. Jason. Alright, let's make our way to the tunnel. Ribbit? Eve is now available to chat again, and there's an area-specific conversation between the couple if you choose to talk with her, including a very random South Park reference for some reason. Either that or I just associate the word bastards with South Park automatically. I don't know. It's one of the two. This area is technically complete now. We can leave at any time we want, but there's an item I missed because it was behind a security barrier. Now that I have the burn spark, I can just ram right through the security barriers and go right into this dungeon. Now, I like this song, but it's not one of my favorites. Oh, blasphemy! Yeah, this song kind of repeats itself too quickly. Like, it loops too quickly, I mean. And it's more drum focused, and the background instruments are just kind of there, if you know what I mean. And also, this particular dungeon sucks because the enemies spawn in way too quickly. No, go back, get the health, you're going to need it. I'm doing all this for a map. This room is absolutely terrible because you got the slug enemies and they just keep on spawning. Oh god, there's more of them, get out of there. They put that cracked wall right next to the map for a reason. At least hopping into the tank with Jason will heal the character, so that's good. My analysis found the ship's designation. Immigration ship L-229. It looks like it departed 150 years ago from the planet Sophia. Your home planet. We might finally be getting close to our destination. But the passengers aboard this ship, they had set out for a new world. Where could they have been going? There had to have been an incredible number of passengers aboard. To think they all fell prey to the mutants. Those bastards! And yes, that confirms it. I think everybody aboard is dead. And I honestly don't think the mutants had anything to do with it. I think all the inhabitants just got fried to death with the fire. That is a stupid defense system. And now we're on our way out because we got 100% of the items, and quite frankly, this whole entire place is lame. I hate it here. Not really, but still, I want to get out of here. Now, unlike the dungeon music where everything loops too quickly, this overworld theme is pretty good. It's at least over a minute and 30 seconds long before it loops again, and it's got a couple of different verses to it. Oh, okay, I didn't even let the song finish. Okay then, let's see what's next on the planetoids list. We've got Yavin 4. I'm guessing that's what it is. It's Yavin 4 because of how green it is. No, it's Planetoid C2, and this place sucks because remember Jason's fall damage? Yeah, there's a platforming challenge here. You have to grab ladders like it's some sort of Prince of Persia knockoff or something. There's water for this first part to give you some breathing room, but everywhere else is just death. Instant death. You have to judge where to jump to. Jump too low and you'll obviously miss the ladders and fall to your death. jump too high, and you'll probably hit a ceiling, and gravity will take care of the rest, and you'll fall to your death. It doesn't help that the ladder controls in this game feels clunkier than it did in BMZ1. I don't know how to explain it, but you have to press the X button right as you're at the ladder. You can't press it to the side or like slightly below it. No, you have to be at the ladder. And no, Jason does not have the luxury of having a Freedom Planet-esque animation where he spins around the ladder and catches himself. He just kind of grabs the ladder and that's it. Which would have come in handy for this part right here. Oh god damn it! Eve, my kneecaps are now a part of my shoulders. Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. Life up. One extra hit, which doesn't mean a damn thing when it comes to falling down, but for this guy in particular, yep, that's real useful. But the challenge is not over yet because you have to make your way back to the Sophia, which is actually easier done than said because you don't have to do all this ladder bullshit again. You can just traverse on the ground. Good to see the old flame pillars are back. Wait a minute, what? What are they doing here? Oh, it doesn't matter. Let me just get out of here very quickly before I die. Actually, I think I'm in the clear now because water. I'm not using a ladder when I have a teleporting frog. Come here, Fred. And now with this emerald colored planet completed, we have cleared Area C. We can move on to one of two locations. We got Area D, which we have to backtrack to Area A just to even get to. And then we got Area E, which is a bit strange. Since we're already in Area C, and I don't like backtracking, let's go to Area E while we're at it. Hey Eve, how are you doing? Good. Thanks to you, I'm feeling much better. With G-SOPHIA's energy output improved, Eve's internal energy supply has stabilized. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean the mutant corruption has stopped. She's putting on a strong face, but the mutant cells are still taking over her body from inside. Ribbit? I know, Fred. We'll save Eve, no matter what. You better fucking save Eve, Jason, otherwise you're gonna answer to me. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, this planet. This planet, I remember really well because of this certain character. I don't even know why she exists. We've touched down on planet Stranga. Or Stranga. Maybe it's tomato. This sector, Area E, doesn't connect directly to Sophia's sector. However, the key to Area F, our next destination, appears to be here. Eve, are you okay? Yeah, this must be a side effect of my extended sleep mode, or... there's something unstable on this planet. Maybe the magnetic field, or the gravity, or the atmosphere. Whatever it is, I'm getting a strange sensation, but Sophia seems to be fine. Your pilot suit should also protect you from whatever it is, Jason. I see. Thanks, Eve. Take it easy and rest up. Yeah. I'll still support you however I can, though. Call me if you need anything. Will do. Next time on Blaster Master 02, we're gonna explore this bizarre planet and meet an equally as bizarre character. I'll see you then.